10 seconds. Times! How much? 1 hour? An hour.
Artue Beterbiev just did something straight out of a nightmare, hammering a tire non-stop for an entire hour. Yeah, you heard that right. Joe Rogan couldn't believe it either.
Did you see Artue Beterbiev, who is fighting Dmitry Bivol?
Yes.
He did a hammer workout on a tire where he hit a tire for an hour.
He did? For an hour?
An hour.
What?
He hit a tire for an hour with a sledgehammer.
Dagestanis are made of different...
He's Chechenian.
Is he Chechenian?
But same
mountain people.
Hamzat Chimaev, savage people.
Yeah.
And he's one of the scariest boxers of all time. The only fight that he had as a professional that went the distance is Bivol.
I know.
This isn't just training, it's punishment. Beterbiev is built differently, and that savage workout shows exactly why opponents crumble when they face him.
You know, this exercise I do like maybe 30 years, it's like very simple for me.
With the Dmitry Bivol showdown heating up, he's sending a clear message. There's no quit in this man, and he's coming to break bodies and spirits.
This one is happening in camp too. Like it's always, I think I had good lunch before training and I do this.
Fueled you up so you get enough bounce. Yeah, that's very impressive.
I had good mood and I did that.
Rogan wasn't exaggerating this guy's walking nightmare.
Андрей, может, не надо?
Нужно сделать
100 паунтов
100
на каждую руку.
паунд. Это немного.
Beterbiev in training is like a machine in action, cold, relentless, and built for destruction. That hour-long hammer workout wasn't just for show. It's the foundation of the raw power he brings to every punch. His training sessions are a glimpse into why he has a 100% knockout rate. No fancy gimmicks, just sheer brutality and grit.
У меня сегодня свои 12 раундов были. Один раунд 3 минуты квалда, 100 ударов минимум в 3 минутки и бой с теннис гантелями. И в общем 12 раундов. Попробуйте, мне понравилось.
And with the Bivol fight looming, it's clear Beterbiev isn't just preparing to win, he's preparing to dominate. Both Dmitry Bivol and Artue Beterbiev are back in training, gearing up for their explosive rematch, a battle for undisputed dominance. Watching their training footage side by side is like seeing two forces of nature preparing for a collision. Beterbiev sticks to his signature raw, punishing routines, hammering tires, grinding through endless rounds, and unleashing his trademark ferocity. Meanwhile, Bivol is all about precision and technical mastery, with laser-focused drills designed to outmaneuver the Chechen powerhouse. This isn't just about strength versus skill. It's a war between two men at the absolute peak of their craft. And when that bell rings, only one will walk out as the undisputed king of the light heavyweight division. With all the belts back on the line, Artue Beterbiev seems laser focused as always, calm, calculated, and ready to go to war. His demeanor hasn't changed, staying true to the relentless fighter who leaves destruction in his path. But Dmitry Bivol? There's a noticeable shift this time. After their first encounter, Bivol appears more methodical, possibly rethinking his strategy to handle Beterbiev's raw power. He's approaching this rematch not just to survive, but to prove he's the undisputed best.
Does this feel any different, or is it the same because all the belts again?
I think is same.
A little bit different.
This clash is a collision of mindsets. The same unshakable force in Beterbiev, facing a sharper, more determined Bivol. Joe Rogan doesn't hold back when talking about Artue Beterbiev's destructive power. He breaks down what makes Beterbiev a nightmare in the ring, and it's not just his punches to the head. Rogan highlighted the brutal way Beterbiev breaks opponents down, piece by piece.
Dude, Beterbiev is hitting people too like this.
Yeah.
It's all short.
Yeah.
Everything is short, and it's just
But he'll hit your
thunderous
arms.
power.
But they'll hit
yeah.
your arms.
Oh yeah.
He'll break your arms down, and then by
100%.
round 5, enjoy that.
Canelo does a lot of that. He does a lot of that. He smashes guys' arms.
I think
When
the best
guys
boxer-
shell up with him.
Yeah.
You don't want that guy punching your arms.
Rogan isn't exaggerating. Beterbiev's opponents don't just walk out with a loss. They leave battered, often unable to defend themselves by the later rounds. His training focuses heavily on strengthening his fists and wrists, making every punch feel like a hammer strike.
Look at his workouts with his wrists and fists.
Yeah, it's
And this is his warm up. Beterbiev is one of the craziest specimens because he's almost 40 years old too.
Yeah.
So he had this endurance fight with Bivol. So it's 12 rounds of super high pace, very endurance heavy, and he was the one that was dominating at the last rounds.
At nearly 40, Beterbiev defies age, staying as relentless in the later rounds as he is in the first. With his unmatched power and stamina, Rogan's excitement for the rematch against Bivol says it all.
That's February 22nd. I'm fucking pumped for that fight.
They're going to fight again?
Oh yeah, this is the rematch. I'm very pumped for that fight.
The stage is set for an epic showdown. Dmitry Bivol isn't just fighting for belts this time. It's personal. After the first fight, he's made it clear this rematch is different. He kept it real when he said,
Why?
I still want to be undisputed, and now I want to revenge.
Yeah.
Bivol wants that win back. He's not just showing up to box, he's coming for everything. The belts, the respect, and to prove he can beat Beterbiev. Joe Rogan had strong words about Bivol too, especially his fight against Canelo Alvarez. Here's what he said.
That fight, because Bivol is so goddamn good too. What he did to Canelo, like no one's ever done that Canelo.
I think the best fighter, I think you can make an argument for certainly top 3 fighters of all time.
I'm ready to argue with you.
Is Usyk.
Bivol's win over Canelo shocked the boxing world. He didn't just beat the Mexican superstar, he controlled the entire fight. Canelo, who's used to dictating pace and breaking down opponents, found himself on the back foot. Bivol's sharp counters and footwork completely neutralized Canelo's game plan. That win made Bivol a household name and cemented his spot among boxing's top pound-for-pound fighters. Now, facing Beterbiev again, he's looking to prove that it wasn't a one-off. This time, it's for all the belts, and his reputation as one of the best in the sport. Joe Rogan shared a wild story about a sparring session with Artue Beterbiev. He talked about a world-class professional boxer who learned firsthand just how dangerous Beterbiev really is. Here's how Rogan described it.
Wow.
There's a great video where this boxer who was, a world-class boxer, who's a professional, got brought in to box Beterbiev, and his coach said to him, just do your best. He's like, do my best. Do my best? What the fuck are you talking? Do my best? I'm gonna
That confidence didn't last long. Beterbiev's power changed everything after just one punch.
The first time he hit me, it was like nothing I'd ever experienced
right,
in
I
my
saw
life. Like it was almost like my body left me, and I was like standing there.
This isn't the first time we've heard about Beterbiev's insane punching power. Sparring stories like this only add to the legend. When he lands, it's a game changer, whether it's in the gym or under the bright lights. And that's exactly what makes the rematch with Bivol so dangerous. Artue Beterbiev is all about raw, hard work. His training is as intense as it gets. Sledgehammer strikes, endless conditioning drills, and workouts that test every ounce of endurance. He's always focused on pushing his limits. This kind of grind shows why his punches have that devastating impact. Every move in the ring is backed by countless hours of grueling preparation. As he heads into the rematch with Bivol, one thing is clear: he's preparing to finish the job without leaving anything to chance. Beterbiev isn't just about offense. His defense is solid too. One key part of his training focuses on perfecting his guard, making sure he's always protected while staying ready to counter. His ability to absorb pressure, block shots, and respond with power punches sets him apart. It's not just about landing punches, it's about making opponents pay for every move they make. A massive fight night is set for Saturday, February 22nd in Riyadh, with 7 championship bouts on the card. Fans can catch all the action live on DAZN pay-per-view. Headlining the event, dubbed the Last Crescendo, is the highly anticipated rematch between Artue Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol for the undisputed light heavyweight crown. The two are back in the ring just months after their intense showdown in October. In the co-main event, Britain's Daniel Dubois will defend his IBF heavyweight title for the second time against former world champion Joseph Parker. The card doesn't stop there. Zhilei Zhang and Agit Kabayel will face off for the vacant WBC interim heavyweight belt. British stars Joshua Buatsi and Callum Smith go head-to-head for Buatsi's WBO interim light heavyweight title, while Hamza Shiraz takes on Carlos Adames for the WBC middleweight championship. And with so many top-tier matchups, this event is being called one of the greatest cards ever assembled. As the highly anticipated rematch between Dmitry Bivol and Artue Beterbiev approaches, Bivol has opened up about his mindset and strategy going into the fight. Known for his tactical brilliance and disciplined style, Bivol isn't just aiming for victory, he's seeking redemption. Bivol shared during DAZN's face-off, "I think I have enough power to stop everybody in the division." He also stated, "At the same time, everybody from the division has enough power to stop me. It's just about the moment where you can deliver your punch." Bivol acknowledges the danger that comes with facing a fighter like Beterbiev, whose relentless aggression and knockout power have made him one of the most feared names in boxing.
I want a revenge. I want to be winner. I want to win him. But I mean that I lost, and I don't like it. I want to win. I want to prove myself that I could win him. I have to be better in all positions. Everything I have to do better. I have to be better Dmitry Bivol than today.
Still, Bivol isn't backing down, fully aware that one well-placed shot could change everything. But for him, it's about more than just landing punches. It's about reclaiming his status at the top. Bivol said confidently, "I still want to be undisputed, and now I want revenge. It's the same pressure from outside. This is a little bit different. I always don't like to lose. And of course, every loss could damage me. But I'm not focusing on that. Of course, it is must win." Bivol's focus on redemption is clear. He understands the stakes and the mental weight of stepping into the ring with one of boxing's most dangerous fighters.
Of course, I don't like to hear that former world champion or ex-world champion or I have one loss. I don't like it, but I cannot think too much about it. I just don't have time to think about it and to pity myself about it. I don't like it. I want to move forward. Yeah, it happened. Okay, let's close this door move forward.
Still, his message is unwavering. This is a fight he has to win, and he's ready for the challenge. Artue Beterbiev, known for his brutal knockout power, reflected on his first professional bout that went the full distance against Dimitri Bivol. Despite breaking his streak of knockouts, Beterbiev remains unfazed and focused on the future. Beterbiev admitted, "You want to do more. I'm not upset. I never focus on knocking out someone the way I did with my previous opponents. I'm more focused on another defense. He did a good job. They prepared good. He was not stronger or faster, but there was more skills, more performance to him." Beterbiev's praise for Bivol's preparation and technical skills highlights his respect for a fellow elite fighter. It's rare to hear such honest acknowledgement from a man who has bulldozed through the light heavyweight division. Still, even as Bivol managed to withstand Beterbiev's relentless attacks, the Russian star maintained his composure, never dwelling on the need for a knockout. He also shared, "Before the 12th round, I felt good. I felt like there were some good moments and bad moments, but I didn't have too many thoughts. I wasn't confident about winning or losing at the scorecards. Some of the moments I did well, but some of them were not good. You think how the judges will see this?" Beterbiev's uncertainty as the scorecards were read shows his realistic view of the fight's ebb and flow. Despite the judges favoring Bivol that night, Beterbiev's takeaway is clear. It's all about constant growth and preparing for the next challenge. David Benavidez shared his thoughts on the highly competitive matchup between Dimitri Bivol and Artue Beterbiev. With the rematch now on the horizon, Benavidez was candid about who he believes has the edge.
I thought Bivol won that fight, to be honest with you. It was a close fight. It could have went. Couldn't win either way. I feel like Bivol won most of the rounds. He controlled most of the rounds, and his combination punching was better.
Benavidez highlighted Bivol's technical precision and ability to dictate the pace throughout the fight, leaving little doubt in his mind about the winner. As for the upcoming rematch, Benavidez acknowledged the unpredictability of two elite fighters meeting again, where adjustments could drastically change the outcome.
Do you think he wins the rematch?
I think he does.
Yeah. Is it different, or do you think it's more?
I mean, I don't know, because both those fighters are both high caliber fighters, so they can make adjustments. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be the same fight or not. But if it's the same fight, I feel like Bivol wins.
While Benavidez leans toward Bivol taking the rematch, he didn't rule out surprises given both fighters' adaptability. The clash between Bivol's technical mastery and Beterbiev's relentless power ensures that their next bout will be one to watch closely. Artue Beterbiev is looking sharp as ever ahead of his highly anticipated rematch with Dimitri Bivol. His latest training footage shows his power, his speed, and technique. With slick combos and smooth movement on display, Beterbiev is sending a clear message. He's ready to bring both power and precision when it's time to step back into the ring with Bivol. Canelo Alvarez has faced Dimitri Bivol before, so his perspective on the upcoming rematch between Bivol and Artue Beterbiev carries weight. As one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in boxing, Canelo knows firsthand what it takes to compete at the highest level.
And just one more from me, Beterbiev Bivol, the rematch. What a great fight that is in Saudi. How do you see that playing out, Sal?
It's gonna be a really good fight again. Both are great fighters, and
do you see yourself fighting a light heavyweight again?
Maybe.
Maybe.
When asked if he plans to step back into the light heavyweight division to face either Bivol or Beterbiev in the future, Canelo kept things open-ended with a simple maybe. Whether or not that challenge materializes, his insight on the rematch adds more intrigue to this already massive showdown. Oleksandr Usyk, known for his sharp boxing IQ and dominance in the heavyweight and cruiserweight divisions, weighed in on the highly anticipated rematch between Artue Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol. With his deep understanding of the sport, Usyk's prediction holds significant value.
Last question for you, and away the rush to go. Beterbiev Bivol, you watched the fight. Who do you think won the fight?
Yeah, I watched this fight. I think Bivol win this fight. Oh, not Bivol, but Beterbiev win.
You scored it to him?
Listen, for me, I say for me like a 6-6 for round. Yeah. But more percent win Beterbiev. last 3 round 100% win Beterbiev.
Usyk's confidence in Beterbiev shines through as he emphasizes the champion's edge in the later rounds. According to Usyk, the final 3 rounds heavily favor Beterbiev, with a 100% chance of him coming out on top if it goes that far. His breakdown adds yet another layer to the ongoing debate about this epic rematch. Canelo Alvarez shared his prediction for the highly anticipated Bivol versus Beterbiev rematch. Despite his own history with Bivol, Canelo gave a clear opinion on who he thinks will come out on top.
Is there one person that comes to mind?
No. Bivol maybe, just to get the rematch. Bivol maybe.
Bivol is one of the guys. I have my rematch now to like I say, if he wins the 175 undisputed.
Do you think he does?
I think so. He has the ability to do it. You know, Beterbiev is a really strong fighter. So it's gonna be hard, but he can do it.
Canelo's pick for Bivol highlights the respect he has for the Russian skill set. With rumors swirling about whether Canelo would face a light heavyweight again, his simple yet intriguing response leaves the door open for another potential blockbuster showdown. Caleb Plant, known for his sharp boxing IQ, weighed in on the Bivol versus Beterbiev rematch. Having faced top-tier competition himself, Plant's insight carries weight, especially when it comes to analyzing a fighter's technical ability.
Beterbiev is known as the puncher, but he's not just a puncher. You know, his balance, you know, his ring IQ. You know, Bivol is not just a stick and move boxer. You know, he's physically strong, he can hit hard.
Plant's admiration for Bivol's skill set isn't surprising given Bivol's ability to control the pace and distance against elite opponents. His prediction adds to the growing belief that Bivol's calculated style might give him the edge once again. Oscar De La Hoya, a legend in the sport and a sharp analyst of boxing talent, shared his thoughts on the highly anticipated rematch between Bivol and Beterbiev. With years of experience inside and outside the ring, his perspective stands out.
A very unique style. I would have to give Dimitri Bivol the advantage here a little bit because he has better footwork. Beterbiev kind of like just stalks you down, you know, and with Bivol, he's just like constantly bam, 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 you know? I love that. He's a good boxer, man.
De La Hoya's emphasis on Bivol's superior footwork highlights a crucial factor that could define the rematch. Footwork often separates champions from contenders, and De La Hoya's nod to Bivol's movement adds weight to predictions favoring the Russian technician. Dmitry Bivol, known for his calculated style and elite boxing IQ, isn't typically associated with knockouts. However, ahead of his highly anticipated rematch with Artue Beterbiev, Bivol made a bold declaration that caught many by surprise.
Do you feel like there's a potential for you not only to do better, but no one expected that you could knock Beterbiev out? Everyone thinks that if it's a knockout, it's got to be Beterbiev doing the knocking out, if you will. Do you feel like you have the power, now that you've been in the ring with him, the opportunity to maybe get the knockout yourself?
Before also I felt that I have enough power, of course, because it's a boxing, you know, sometimes...
Bivol's confidence in his ability to knock out a fighter as dangerous as Beterbiev sends a strong message. It hints at a potential change in strategy, signaling that the rematch could deliver unexpected fireworks. Artue Beterbiev's reputation as the Chechen nightmare isn't just hype. It's earned through relentless training and brutal victories. When Joe Rogan talks about his hour-long sledgehammer workout, it's not just shock value, it's a testament to the kind of fighter who thrives on punishment and makes opponents crumble, both mentally and physically. And with the rematch against Dmitry Bivol looming, the stakes have never been higher. This isn't just about winning, it's about proving who truly reigns supreme in the light heavyweight division. Beterbiev is sticking to his brutal roots, hammering tires, grinding through punishing rounds, and on the other hand, Bivol is refining his precision and movement, determined to outthink and outbox the Chechen powerhouse. It's strength versus skill, raw aggression versus calculated mastery. As Joe Rogan pointed out, Beterbiev doesn't just beat fighters, he breaks them, but Bivol is no stranger to taking down giants. After his masterclass against Canelo Alvarez, Bivol proved that even the best can be dismantled with the right game plan. And when these two collide again, it won't just be for belts. It'll be a fight for legacy, redemption, and the ultimate claim to the light heavyweight throne. Whether Beterbiev's hammer-like fists or Bivol's tactical brilliance prevails, one thing is certain: the boxing world is about to witness a fight for the ages. And come February 22nd, only one man will leave the ring as the undisputed king. With Beterbiev's brutal training and Bivol's tactical brilliance, who do you think will come out on top in this epic rematch? The relentless powerhouse or the master technician? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.